There's 7 continents and there's 7 gates. I'm going to tell you where the 7 gates are located. Okay. Now, the main gate in America, which is not the official gate for North America, but the main gate for all of the United States is located in a place called New Orleans. This is where the main gate is located in the United States. And I'm going to even tell you where in New Orleans the process gate is located. You can go over there and go over there and take a visit of the place. You probably won't see nothing if you don't have the gift of sight, but this is the most haunted place in the United States. And some people go missing there, so you don't want to go there by yourself. The place where the main gate is located in the United States is located at the St. Louis Cemetery in New Orleans. That is the main gate in the United States. That is the most haunted place in the United States also. Okay, and there's a lot of strange things that go on in that cemetery, but the main activity happens underneath the cemetery. Okay. Now, that is not the main gate for North America. Okay. The main gate of North America is not located within the United States. And all of these gates, where the gates are located, they always have some kind of ceremony to celebrate that the gate is located there. That's why Mardi Gras is located there, and they do all this stuff for death. That's why they do all this death stuff and skeleton stuff over there. Now, the main gate for North America is not in the United States. The main gate in North America is located south of us in Mexico. The main gate is located in Mexico City. Okay, that's the main gate for North America. And I'm going to even tell you where in Mexico it is located. In Mexico City. It is located, and he's on his way to Mexico City. You can go there and bam on the gate. Is located at Sonora Market in Mexico City, which is the largest black market, Santeria marketplace in the world. Supposedly, you could buy human body parts there. You can buy everything there. They got, oh my gosh, that market been there for a very long time.
I've been there.
You've been there?
It's a cool place.
Well, you think it's cool. Underneath the ground is where the real activity is located, sir. Okay.
Yeah, you can feel the heat.
Okay, you can feel the heat?
Yeah, you can feel the heat.
There's a lot of stuff going on. That is the main gate. Okay, there. So if you want to go and wander around, they might just, but you want to take somebody. You don't want to go there by yourself, and don't let people know where you are, because you might just come up missing. It's nice to go there in a group or whatever, and you can go to New Orleans and take these cemetery tours. Okay. And even in the tours, I have been there. I have been to the outside of the gate of this place and taken some photographs. And I have picked up some very weird stuff with the equipment that I have. But you can feel, now I've been to the one in New Orleans. You can feel the energy outside of that cemetery. You can just feel the radiating energy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
The heat.
What he refers to as the heat. Okay. So if you want to go there to the market in Mexico, there's a lot of stuff. And who knows how they're getting those human body parts. If you're not careful, maybe a few of your parts might be for sale if you're not careful over there.
Bring some change.
Okay, so you gotta be very careful. That is the main gate in the United States and the one in Mexico. Let's talk. And this is why Mexico also have the world's largest what they call Day of the Dead celebration in the world, because they celebrate that gate which is open there. Anywhere there's a gate, they always have these celebrations to celebrate the gate, and with all the skeletons and all this stuff. People don't know what they're celebrating and the whole nine yards. You don't need to know. Just eat the skeleton candy and have a good time. You don't need to know what's going on. Okay, just go to Mardi Gras over there in New Orleans and buy your skeleton T-shirt and your skeleton this. You don't need to know nothing else. You're just having a good time. Okay, you just need to know. Now, all over the world, where all these gates are, they're always marked the same way. Let's go to South America. Where's the gate located? Sao Paulo, Brazil. Okay, is where the gate is located. Again, you have the giant, not Mardi, you have Carnival over there.
Yeah.
Okay, that is where the gate is located there.
Hey, they're having a good time over there.
They're having a good time. In Europe.
The girls are known.
In Europe, the gate have moved several times. The gate used to be located in Transylvania. Then it was moved to Rome. The present location of the gate now is in Venice. Okay, and Venice is where they have, again, Carnival, and they do all the festival and all. See, reason why the festival is located is because, remember, in these festivals, you can dress up as a ghoul and a goblin and things like that. But some of the goblins are coming as themselves. They're not dressed up. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason you're supposed to dress up. So you can't tell the living from the dead. And that's the reason you wear all this adornment and whatever. Is a celebration of the gate.
Just like the Addams family, I think.
Yes.
You know,
so
they go out of in Halloween and they think that it's just a Halloween costume.
That's
in
right.
reality, that's how
right.
they look like.
And in Venice, they're doing the same thing. In Venice, you can go there, and in Carnival, they wear the mask where they hide their face, and you can just do whatever you want to, and nobody knows supposedly who you are, and you just have a good time. In Asia, the gate is located in Lhasa, which is the capital of Tibet. That is underneath the big Buddhist temple there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, they also have, in Africa, the gate is located in Benin, which is the birthplace of voodoo, which they still do a lot of weird stuff there. They're still supposedly in Benin making, raising the dead. They wash bodies. They do a lot of things over there in Benin. But voodoo didn't start in America. Voodoo came out of East Africa. Right. And in Benin, there's a lot of very strange stuff that is going on. You can go over there. Please take a friend and let people know where you are. In case you don't come back. And
buy your souvenirs. Okay. You buy dolls for souvenirs.
Excellent. In the Middle East, the gate was located, and it keeps switching. It was located in Egypt, which was located underneath the Pyramid of Giza. Then it was switched to the city of Babylon for a long time. And that's the reason Babylon is mentioned in the Bible as the gate of hell, because Babylon was where the gate was located, but it has been moved back to Giza. So again, this is why people stay around that. And if you go around that, the bottomless pit at the bottom of the pyramid is what Thoth talked about when we talked about Thoth last week, is how he descends to the underworld. He goes through the bottomless pit. And this is why our friend Aleister Crowley, on his wedding anniversary, went all the way to Egypt for his wedding anniversary. And instead of spending his nights with his wife, what he did on his honeymoon, Aleister Crowley, between 12 and 1 o'clock every night, he was conjuring up demons. Okay? He was trying to find the secret to open the gates of hell, because he knew one of the gates of hell was located there. So he was unsuccessful. You can go there and try to open the gate yourself, or bam on it if you want to. Those are 6 of the gates. I wouldn't do that either. And the 7th gate is located at the South Pole. And something called Rainbow City, which we have not discussed. We discussed that a little bit last week about in the Hollow Earth, everybody live in their section. There's only one place where everybody can gather. And in Rainbow City, we have not discussed. So, but that is where the thing is located, and that's a part of Hollow Earth. So, they also have any questions on what, or anybody disagree or argue with me or whatever?
Everybody is fine. They're commenting. I began in Africa. And Rhonda again says, this is fascinating. Melinda says, are all any other gates underworld?
Okay, there are other gates. There are minor gates which they open and close for diseases and wars. When they need to process a lot of people, they can open and close gates. For example, in the Middle East, like over there in Afghanistan and Syria and whatever, they probably, there's a lot of people that didn't make it. They have a little gate over there to get all those people in. But these are temporary gates. That is not the permanent gate. The permanent gate for an area is where the main traffic goes. But if they need to open for disasters or plague or whatever, they can open sub-gates. But the main gate is always celebrated where the gate is located. And that gives you a hint. When people are into devil worship, when people are into all this stuff and all this celebration. But all of these carnival things or Mardi Gras stuff, this all have to do, or Day of the Dead, what they call it, Dia de Muerte. All have to do with worshiping of the gate and honoring the gate. Okay. And what?
Yeah, actually in Halloween, the time of Halloween, the veil is very thin. And actually, you can get some kind of interaction with the other world.
Yes, because the world, our world and the other world touch. They touch, these worlds touch on what is called November Eve, which is Halloween, and on May's Eve is the two times that these worlds touch. And this is the time where things between these worlds can cross the easiest. And this is what Halloween is. It used to be called November Eve, the day before November. Okay. Then they changed it to Hallow Eve, or, it's the same thing. They just, but we're still worshiping people going on at that time. So, people, remember, but you're not supposed to be going downstairs for processing anyway. This is what the gates of hell are for. You're supposed to be going upstairs. So if you're going downstairs to be processed, you're either going to be stuck between the worlds, or they're taking you across the river. If they're taking you across the river, you're going one of three places. You're either going to the halls of Valhalla, which we already discussed, which is for warriors and people in the military. You're going to the dark castles for people who does Wicca and worship with the people down there. If you work with them in life, and as we talked about before, when you get into demonic spirits, they always talk about how many legions they have. And legion is 10,000 followers. And if you look up these demons, they will tell you they got 3 legions or 4 legions or 12 legions. If a demon has 3 legions, he got 30,000 followers. He's working on his 4th legion. If you work with him in life, you can be a part of the 4th legion when you die. Okay. It's all good. Okay. It's just like Facebook.
Not until you go downstairs.
Yeah, it's all downstairs. It's all good. That's where the main party is.
The fun is.
That's where the big party is. Okay. So that goes over the gates of hell, and so since we went over this kind of quick. Do you have any question or anything you want to add?
No.
Because you actually been to this market in Mexico City.
Yes.
It is the world's largest.
Yes.
Santeria, Wicca, dark art market in the world. They say to see the really good stuff, you got to go down those dark alleys and pay people to see the really good stuff.
Yes.
Did you see the really good stuff?
Actually, yes. Actually, you can get everything there what you need. Curanderos and brujos, warlocks, they get all their stuff. Or what they need, if they need a special egg like turkey egg, or they want a black hen egg, they get it there. Okay. Plants and herbs, they get it there. Dead animals, snakes, they get them there. Whatever it is, and there's some people upstairs the market that you can actually see. There's consultants. You can get your cards read, and you can get if you need special work done. Let's say that you want your girlfriend back, your boyfriend back. That's the place to go. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that it's genuine. There's some charlatans over there.
And plus, you got to remember, with the dark arts, I'm not telling anybody to do dark. I do not do dark. I have studied the dark for 30 years, but I break things. Remember, I told you that before. The problem with the dark side is that you pay twice. You pay the person who is actually you're talking to, but that person is working with somebody down there. You still owe that person down there. So even if that lady says, yes, I can get your husband back, give me $500, this, and that, and she makes that potion and your husband comes back, you paid her the $500, but you owe that demon for actually doing the work and getting your person back. So you have to pay twice. Okay.
And you don't even know it. I mean, karma eventually gets you.
Yes, and yes, and do you want to be on these people downstairs? Well, that's up to you, but I wouldn't play that game if I was you. That's a very dangerous game to play. Okay, so this is where the gates are located, and the